Hello, you guys. This is Kelly. I hope that you're well on this wonderful Wednesday. I've been thinking about a lot of stuff. Like, let's face it, I'm always thinking about a lot of stuff because my head is just very full all of the time. But a lot of what I spend my time thinking about is what I want to connect with you guys about. And so today, just really briefly, I want to talk about the everyday struggle. So I was with a friend yesterday, and she's having a really rough day, and she is smart. Like, she's a super smart woman, and she knows how to take care of herself. In fact, she's a coach. She knows how to take care of herself, and she's still like in this place where she wasn't doing that. She wasn't doing that. And I said to her, it seems to me like you just really need some self-care. Like, what are you doing right now for self-care? And she said, I know what I should be doing, but what I'm doing instead is going to the grocery store and running my kids to sports and taking care of errands and paying bills and taking care of my business and cleaning the house and doing all of these things. And she was like, I am exhausted. And if I don't do those things, there are repercussions of that. Like, if I don't buy food, we don't have food in my house, and then my kids are going to eat a lot of junk, and I don't want the consequences of not doing those things to happen. And I think that this is something that we can all relate to, whether or not we're parents, whatever our situation in life, we can all relate to this feeling of like, there are days where it's a struggle. And I call that sort of like the everyday struggle. Like, it's not a struggle of epic proportions. Like, there's not impending doom, right? But it's like this sort of like everyday, like these are everyday things that we just have to do to function and to move ourselves along. And sometimes that's really hard. And sometimes that keeps us from taking care of ourselves. And a lot of times that keeps us from feeling joyful and from feeling happy and from feeling like we are in a place of peace and love in our lives. And I think when we feel that, when we're missing that peace, that's what becomes really difficult, because, you know, it's hard to live in that place of not having that. And so what I wanted to talk to you about was this idea that, yes, in the everyday struggle, like accepting that that's going to be there, accepting that that is part of living, it's part of the human experience, that there are going to be days where we feel that way, but also understanding that we can choose how we react to that. We get to decide what our reactions look like to that everyday struggle. We get to choose the things that we're doing, and we also get to choose our attitudes that we have when we do them. We get to choose our feelings, we get to choose our reactions, we get to choose the words we use to describe those things that we're doing. And all of that is really, really powerful. It's really powerful. And you'll say, like, yeah, like, it's easy to say that. It's easy to say, I'm not going to choose struggle today, even though I have to do all of this stuff. It's easy to say that, but how do you really put it into practice? And this will come as no surprise, you guys, that I believe that the key to this is finding that space inside of you, that inner voice that you can connect with, that can remind you how you want to be, that can remind you how you want to feel, that can remind you of all of the things that you can feel gratitude for, and all of the things that are wonderful and amazing in your life, and give you that perspective that, yeah, it feels like a struggle, but really, I'm choosing this struggle. This is the struggle I'm choosing. And also, I don't even have to look at it as being a struggle. So, you know, definitely easier said than done. And because of that, because I have people talk to me about this a lot, about how do you balance things out? I still have to clean my toilets. I still have to go to the grocery store. I still have to take kids to trumpet lessons and wash the dog and do all of the things. How do I balance out that? How do I love my real life? Because that's real life. Like, how do we find that joy? And I think it goes one step further. I really believe it's about creating joy. We have to consciously create joy in our life. We have to consciously look for opportunities to make ourselves happy. And if we're waiting around for other people to do that for us, or for circumstances to do that for us, we're missing out on a lot of joy. We're missing out on a lot of happiness. We're missing out on a lot of that good feeling inside that we get energy from. And that's the energy that we can use to joyfully go to the grocery store, to joyfully run our kids around, to joyfully clean the toilets. And yes, I believe that you can do that. I don't always choose to do that, but I think that we can do that. And so how do we do it? It's about developing a practice. It's about developing a practice of creating joy in our life. And I believe that the best way to do that is to connect with your inner voice and to ask it, what makes me happy? What can I do right now in this moment to create joy in my life? And so it's as easy as starting right there. But also, you don't have to do this alone, because dun, 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 next month, which is only like 4 days away, 4 or 5 days away. Next month in the Inner Voice Academy, the topic is using your inner voice to create joy. And I wanted to let you guys know, you guys in the Worthy Collective, you're my besties. You are the heart of what I do. And I want to let you know that that founding member rate is only good through May 1st. So right now, to join the Inner Voice Academy, it's only $37 a month. And just to break that down, that is less than $1.25 a day. So cheap. So cheap, but the quality is not. I'm telling you guys, you are gonna, especially if you immerse yourself in the tools and the things that we're doing in there, you will get so much out of it. So if you are really ready to love your real life and to be in this place where you are consciously creating joy, are consciously reacting to things the way that you want to react, then this is a great month for you to join. And if you join before the 1st of the month, it's only $37 a month. And you can also join for the whole year, and it is like even cheaper to do that. But the cool thing about it, especially if you're monthly, is you can pop in, you can pop out. If you don't want to do a certain topic, you pause your membership for a month, and then you can come right back in later on. And so it's really convenient, and you're really able to use it in the way that you want to do it, and get inner voice coaching at a super, super reduced rate, because we are doing we have really like almost daily communication practices that I'm giving you guys in the Inner Voice Academy group. There are we're going to have a guest speaker this month, and then we'll do our Academy session, which is really just a online, sort of like this. It's like a Facebook Live, but a little bit longer, and it's sort of a classroom. Like, we're really learning, and we're learning together. We're going to have a book to read next month together, and we do a fun book club on that. And most importantly, we have a group coaching call, and that's where the real value comes in this group, I believe. So I would love for you guys to be a part. Please check out the link. I'll put the link in the comments so you can find that. And I can't wait to welcome you into the Academy. It's been an amazing first month already. We're seeing huge shifts. And this current month's topic was overcoming perfectionism. And the cool thing about the Academy too is you have access to all the past months. So if you're interested in what we are doing this month in overcoming perfectionism, when you join, you'll have access to all of that information too. This is just like a whole inner voice coaching festival inside of there. So let me know if you have any questions. And thanks for watching, you guys. I will hopefully see you in the Academy. Bye.